What is up, everyone? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to the PE, Nintendo Switch, and gaming news video. Today, we have some awesome information for you guys. We're going to have videos throughout the day, so make sure you stay locked in and hit that notification button. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into it. Super Mario Odyssey amiibo that can be scanned for outfits. So it has been revealed. Of course, we do know that Super Mario Odyssey will be using amiibos, but you can also unlock the outfits that you're going to get here. You can unlock them in-game. It's just a nice option for people. So let's go ahead and get into this article here. First, so Super Mario Odyssey has a few different amiibo functions. We know that the new wedding versions of Mario, Peach, and Bowser have their own specialties. They grant a limited time invincibility, providing a life-up heart, and show the locations of regional coins respectively. Every other amiibo also works with Super Mario Odyssey. Generally, you'll receive help when tapped. However, some also unlock special outfits. If you're curious which figures can be used to obtain costumes, this list should come in handy. So we have Mario from the Super Mario Bros. Series, Peach, Luigi, Diddy Kong, Bowser, Dr. Mario, Wario, Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, Gold Mario, Wario, Diddy Kong, Waluigi, Mario Classic Colors, and Mario Modern Colors. And this is from just a series of different types of amiibos, from the Smash Brothers series to the Super Mario series to the Super Mario 30th Anniversary series as well. So for those who missed it, the good thing here is that every outfit can be unlocked normally in Super Mario Odyssey. Using these amiibos should only give you immediate access. So it's pretty cool. They're giving you both options. If you want to immediately unlock it because you have that amiibo, you can do so. If you want to unlock it through the game, you can also do so that way as well. And personally for me, I'm probably not going to use any of the amiibo at all, and I rarely ever use amiibo in games. I think only when like you really need to experience some type of like extra content or something, like for example, what was it, it's Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia. There's actually some like dungeons and stuff, some DLC with each one of them, and Celica, so I used it for that, and it was pretty good. It was a pretty challenging and tough dungeon that you had to beat, so that's the only time I really use it. But for outfits and stuff like that, especially if you can just unlock them normally, it's not that big of a deal for me. But I know for a lot of people, especially even like the younger audience, this might be pretty cool to scan the amiibo playing with mom or dad or whatever the case is, and you can get an outfit or something like that. I know, for example, my daughter is really looking forward to using the amiibo and scanning them and playing, because she loved doing that in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So I'm looking forward to using the amiibo with her in that regard. But for my own playthrough and everything, probably just gonna play through the game. And speaking of Super Mario Odyssey, did you guys see the Nintendo World Championships? Oh my gosh, that was amazing as far as what they showed off there. The game looks so good graphically. Seriously, like, it could easily pass for like a PS4 or Xbox One game for the most part. From what I've seen there, it looks great. The textures, the world, the frame rate, everything just looks so solid in the game. So really hyped to see that. As far as Super Mario Odyssey, looking forward to the game. It is looking beautiful and fun and challenging. So yeah, man, it's awesome. It's so good that they're bringing out this game this year, this month. This month we'll be playing Super Mario Odyssey. It's absolutely insane. In like a few weeks. It's crazy. But anyway, what do you guys think about Super Mario Odyssey on the Nintendo Switch? In addition to these different amiibo outfits, are you going to be taking advantage of it? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the next article here. ARMS version 3.2 update trailer. So Nintendo has released a brand new trailer for version 3.2 update for ARMS. At the end of the trailer, it teases a new playable character with some type of super Springman or something like that, or raged Springman. ARMS is of course available for the Nintendo Switch at this point, and it seems like some people are saying the Japanese Twitter account kind of teased some type of story info as well, maybe a little bit more of an expansion on the arcade mode that they have, or the Grand Prix that's already in there, some new stuff being thrown in. We do know that there is a Dark Horse Comics coming as well in order to expand the story and give some backstory to all the characters here, so I do feel that there could be some extra content. Now, in my other video, I said that ARMS 2 should have like a full-blown story mode, and some people were saying, hey, well, why don't they just release that as free DLC? But I don't think that free DLC would be as impactful as actually having a game that was built from the beginning to have a story mode into there. Yes, you can tack on a story mode, but look at what Street Fighter V did. They tacked on a story mode, and it wasn't that great because story mode wasn't really built to be there in the first place. That wasn't the focus of the game, and I think think the same thing would happen with ARMS. Yes, they can probably do a better job than Capcom with Street Fighter. Don't get me wrong, it'll probably be better, but it would be nice if the story was actually focused and built from the beginning rather than just DLC being added in, because there's no way you can factor that into having a complete and legit 100% story like with it factored in. We've seen this with Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3. Remember that whole controversy? Yeah, they patched in some better endings, but was it really as good as them just making an actual ending like Mass Effect 2's or making it actually happen? It's just, you can't do the same thing with the patches and the DLCs. It just doesn't work that way. So I would like to see them actually make a game from the very beginning with the story mode in place, and I feel that would be better than them just kind of patchworking in story mode DLC. So that's my stance on it. I understand some people are saying, oh, it'll take some time, but like I said, ARMS is fine. Just keep on adding more content. We're getting a lot of free stuff in there. Refine the game, because there's still a lot of gameplay stuff that you need to refine with it. As far as everything goes, refine the game, make it really good, and make it still to where it's competitive. People are still playing the game, people are still buying the game, and then ARMS 2 can come out in the next 1.5 to 2 years, and then you can really improve upon it with way more characters, with all of the refinements that you already made, and a really great story mode. So let me know what you guys think about the ARMS version 3.2 trailer. Sorry if it's not actually playing while I do this, just because the copyrights when Nintendo has their official trailers. So let me know what you guys think about all of that in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the next article here, Dragon Quest XI for the Nintendo Switch seemingly is built with Unreal Engine 4 and is likely based off of the PS4 version, and I'm not even sure why this has to be a thing. Apparently some people were still thinking, stupidly, that the Switch version of Dragon Quest would somehow be the 3DS version or some other type of version, even though Switch supports Unreal Engine 4 and the PS4 version is based off of Unreal Engine 4. But anyway, let's get into this article here. Ever since Dragon Quest XI was confirmed for the Nintendo Switch, which was quite a long time ago at this point, we've been wondering what sort of game it would be. Many had assumed it would be based on the PlayStation 4 version, but Square Enix never actually came out with any sort of word on that front. In fact, we've almost heard nothing about the Switch release. The Unreal Fest East 2017 is taking place in Japan today, and it finally offers some notable information. Dragon Quest series creator Yuji Horii was in attendance and strongly suggested that the Nintendo Switch version would be based on the PlayStation 4 edition. Horii basically said that the Dragon Quest XI for Nintendo Switch is developed using Unreal Engine. He questioned if it was okay to say this, with producer Yusuke Saito joking that maybe it's a 2D version made with the tech in order to blur the clarity of what Horii said, which probably shouldn't have been mentioned in the first place. Then programmer Mitsuru Kamiyama noted that it's likely the PlayStation 4 version. Unreal Engine 4 supports Switch from version 4.15, but Dragon Quest XI was developed under 4.13. Square Enix still seems to be working on the porting process and optimizing. Now, this isn't something that Square Enix has said, but version 4.15 appears to have a number of benefits over 4.13, such as improved load times, the ability to process objects more efficiently, etc. The engine itself is optimized, so there's a chance that the gap between the hardware capabilities of the PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch might slightly be less due to the engine's improvement, and that is something that Nintendo everything just tacked on there as far as that goes. But yes, Unreal Engine 4 is working pretty good on the Nintendo Switch right now. We've seen a number of games already come out using Unreal Engine 4, and everything has been pretty good as far as the comparisons between the PS4 and Xbox One. We've seen Snake Bass and a couple other games as well, plus some other indie titles as well using Unreal Engine 4 across the board, and it's looking pretty good as far as the Switch version goes. So I would expect the Nintendo Switch version to be using Unreal Engine 4, the latest build of Unreal Engine 4, optimizing it for the Nintendo Switch. You've got to have it to where it plays in 720p, probably 30 frames per second, and then also maybe 900p or 1080p, 30 frames per second in the docked mode. So there's a lot of stuff that you have to do. You can't really cut any corners when it comes to this, and this was a huge undertaking for Square Enix. The engine that they really just started using with this generation, and something that they haven't really used before. They always used in-house engines or created their own ones for Dragon Quest or their other games. So I could understand the reason why the Switch version has taken a little bit longer, especially considering with all the things that have been going on. But at the same time, I do feel that they really prioritized the 3DS and the PS4 version in order to get it out on time and not have to delay it and possibly take sales away from both of those versions, because let's just be honest here, guys, the Nintendo Switch version would be the superior version for many people in Japan if they were to launch it all alongside each other, or at least even delay it. We would just obviously want the Nintendo Switch version because you basically get the 3DS version as far as what people want, which is portability, but then you also get the PlayStation 4 version, which is on the TV HD graphics. The Nintendo Switch is obviously obviously the perfect device for this type of game, considering what platforms they released it on before with 3DS and the PlayStation 4. Now the 3DS version does have stereoscopic 3D, it does have the 2D and the 3D art style, so those who want that classic experience, maybe there is an advantage there. But Square Enix even tried to get people to buy both versions with the double packs and with the thing that you can use to where you can transfer your data back and forth. There's other stuff that's trying to bolt it onto there in order to get you to buy both for portability and also for home TV play, when the Switch can do both a lot easier and way faster. So I can understand what's going on here. Obviously they need to optimize it. There's a lot of other things, business and other stuff going on, but I do feel when this game does get released for the Nintendo Switch, it's going to do very, very well in Japan. You might have some people triple dip, and of course we have a confirmed release date for North America and in Europe in 2018. We just don't know when. I would expect sometime in March or April. I would think it'd be like a spring release, something like that, so we're gonna have to wait and see on that one. But what do you guys think about Dragon Quest XI now that we seemingly have some confirmation, if there was any doubt, which I don't know why there was, if this game will be using Unreal Engine 4, be based on the PS4 version? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also make sure you check out our Patreon page, pledge any tier, be entered in to win some awesome prizes. Plus we have Discord voice chat and prized eShop tournaments. Also make sure you check out our brand new YouTube gaming page and consider sponsoring PlayerEssence. It works very much like Twitch, to where you can earn emotes and also be entered in to win some prizes, plus get on my friends list for tournaments and other gaming session nights. Link in the description below. Also make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you Ninja for the next video. Peace.